Now, today we are discussing principles of community organization. In my earlier lecture, I explained about the what is community organization and its definition. So now we are focusing on principles of community organization in this lecture. Principles of community organization, basically three social thinkers have given different point of view regarding the principles of community organization, and that is Denham in 1958 has presented a statement of 28 suggested principles of community organization. He grouped them under several headings: democracy and social welfare, community roots for community programs, citizen understanding, support and participation, and professional services, cooperation, social welfare programs, advocacy, distribution and organization of social welfare services, and prevention. And M.G. Rose had given 12 principles. That is, number one is discontent with existing conditions in the community must initiate and or nourish development of the association. Second one is discontent must be focused and channeled into organization, planning and action in respect of specific problems. And third one is discontent which initiates or sustains community organization must be widely shared in the community. And next is the association must involve leaders, both formal and informal, identified with and accepted by major subgroups in the community. And fifth one is the association must have goals and methods and procedures of high acceptability. And sixth one is the programs of the association should include some activities with an emotional content. Seventh is the association should seek to utilize the manifest and latent goodwill which exists in the community. Next, eighth one is the association must develop active and effective lines of communication both within the association and between the association and the community. Next, ninth one is the association should seek to support and strengthen groups which it brings together in cooperative work. And next, tenth one is the association should develop a piece of work in line with existing conditions in the community. Next is the association should seek to develop effective leaders. And last one is the association must develop strength, stability, and prestige in the community. And keeping in mind the actual practice situation in India, Professor H.Y. Siddiqui in 1997 has worked out a set of 8 principles for community organization. That is, number one, the principle of specific objectives. Second one is the principle of planning. Third, the principle of people's participation. The fourth one is the principle of intergroup approach. Next is the principle of democratic functioning. Sixth one is the principle of flexible organization. Seventh is the principle of optimum utilization of indigenous resources. And last one is the principle of cultural orientation. So, trying to interpret some of the principles from the available sets of principles for guiding our practice of community organization in Indian context. Community organization is means and not an end. As discussed earlier, community organization is a process by which the capacity of the community to function as an integrated unit is being enhanced. So it means to enable people to live a happy and fully developed life. Next is community organization is to promote community solidarity and the practice of democracy. So it should seek to overcome disruptive influences which threaten the well-being of the community and the vitality of democratic institutions. So the role of the community organization worker is to provide professional skill, assistance, and creative leadership in the community. The clear identification of the community. That is, since the community is the client of the community organization worker, it must be clearly identified, fact finding and need assessment. That is, proper fact finding and assessment of the community needs is the prerequisite for starting any program in the community. Next is identification, mobilization, and utilization of the available resources within the community. And the community organization worker must accept the need for participatory planning throughout the process of community organization in order to get maximum participation from the community people. Community development is a structural intervention that gives communities greater control over the conditions that affect their lives. So, this does not solve all the problems faced by local community, but it does build up confidence to tackle such problems as effectively as any local action can. And community development is about the active involvement of the people in the issues which affect their lives. Thank you all for listening this presentation of principles of community organization and in brief about the community development and the role of the community organizer to get the maximum people's participation in order to solve or tackle the problems of the community in general. Thank you all.